Are pain, stiffness, and difficulty walking in your legs simply signs of aging? If taking that first step every morning has started to feel difficult, then today I want to share something that could make a real difference in your life. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe, because this information may be extremely important for your health and well-being. Today I want to talk about something that may truly reflect what you are going through. Have you ever felt that your legs have become so heavy in the morning that they almost seem like stone? Does taking the first step feel difficult? Climbing stairs feel like climbing a mountain? And does the pain in your legs become so severe at night that you struggle to sleep peacefully? If you are 60 years old or older and have been experiencing these problems, then I want you to know that you are not alone. And the best part is that this is not a condition that cannot be improved. Let me explain why pain and stiffness in the legs become more common after the age of 60. What hidden reasons are responsible for it that many people are unaware of. And most importantly, what you should eat in the morning to strengthen your legs, make movement easier, and gradually reduce this discomfort. And toward the end, I will also share a very special and important point that very few people know. So please stay with me and listen carefully. When we are young, our legs support us without any complaints. We walk wherever we want, run, work for hours, and rarely feel any discomfort. But as age increases, these faithful companions also begin to get tired. This is not a weakness. It is a natural part of life. However, just because something is natural does not mean it cannot be improved. By taking the right steps, a lot can change. Just imagine a grandmother who once managed the entire household, played with her grandchildren, and enjoyed going outside. Today, she may be confined to one corner of the house simply because her legs no longer support her the way they once did. This pain affects not only the body, but also the heart and mind. I understand this feeling, and that is exactly why I am here with you today. First of all, it is important to understand that pain and stiffness in the legs after the age of 60 are not caused by aging alone. There are several reasons behind it that we can control to a great extent. These include deficiencies of important nutrients, poor blood circulation, weakened bones and joints, and reduced flexibility in the muscles. All these factors together create the discomfort that you experience every day. Our body contains a very important substance called collagen. It is responsible for keeping our joints soft and flexible, supporting our bones, and helping our muscles stay strong. When we are young, the body naturally produces enough collagen, but as we grow older, its production gradually decreases. As the amount becomes lower, the joints begin to dry out, stiffness increases, and pain starts to appear. This is one of the main reasons why this problem becomes so common after the age of 60. Now let me explain another important factor, which is blood circulation. When blood does not reach the legs properly, the legs begin to feel heavy, swelling develops, pain increases, and sometimes severe cramps occur suddenly during the night. I know how disturbing these nighttime cramps can be. They not only affect the person suffering from them, but also disturb family members. The good news, however, is that proper nutrition and healthy habits can bring significant improvement. There is another issue that many people tend to ignore, and that is vitamin D and calcium deficiency. You may be surprised to learn that a large number of elderly people suffer from low vitamin D levels without even realizing it. When vitamin D levels drop, bones become weaker, muscles feel tired, and walking becomes difficult. This deficiency develops slowly and silently, and by the time it is discovered, considerable damage may already have occurred. Now I want to tell you about a common mistake that many people make without realizing that it actually worsens their condition. When leg pain occurs, many elderly people believe that complete rest is the best solution. They think that the more they sit, the faster they will recover. But the truth is that prolonged sitting slows blood circulation even further, weakens the muscles, and instead of reducing pain, it causes the problem to become worse over time. Eventually, it turns into a cycle that becomes difficult to break. Another major mistake is relying only on painkillers without understanding the real cause of the pain. These medicines may provide temporary relief, but they do not eliminate the root cause of the problem. Long-term use of pain medications is also not considered good for the stomach and kidneys. I am not saying that you should avoid medicines completely, but depending only on medications is not enough. Proper nutrition and a healthy lifestyle are equally important. A third common mistake is drinking too little water. Many elderly people drink less water because they do not feel thirsty, or because they want to avoid frequent trips to the bathroom. But when the body becomes dehydrated, the natural fluid that keeps the joints lubricated also decreases, leading to increased stiffness and pain. That is why drinking enough water is extremely important, and it is one of the easiest habits you can start today. Now let us come to the question you have probably been waiting for. What should you eat in the morning to make your legs stronger, improve mobility, and gradually reduce pain? Let me explain everything one by one in very simple language. The best part is that all of these foods are easily available in most homes. The first and most important thing is turmeric milk. Yes, it is the same remedy that our grandmothers used to give us. Believe me, their wisdom was absolutely right. Turmeric contains natural compounds that help reduce inflammation in the joints, relieve pain, and control inflammation throughout the body. Milk, on the other hand, provides calcium, which is essential for strong bones. If you start drinking warm turmeric milk in the morning, on an empty stomach, or with breakfast, you may begin to notice a difference over time. The second important food is eggs. Let me explain this clearly. If you include 1 or 2 eggs in your breakfast every morning, they can do a great deal to maintain the strength of your muscles. Eggs are rich in protein, which is essential for preserving muscle strength. Strong muscles allow your legs to function better, make walking easier, and reduce the risk of falls. In addition, eggs contain vitamin D, the same nutrient deficiency we discussed earlier. That is why eggs are considered a complete and highly beneficial food for older adults. The third thing is walnuts and almonds. Make it a habit to eat 5 soaked almonds and 2 walnuts every morning after waking up. Walnuts contain nutrients that help improve blood circulation and reduce inflammation in the joints. Almonds are an excellent source of calcium and magnesium, both of which are very beneficial for bones and muscles. The best part is that this habit is very easy to follow. Simply soak them overnight and enjoy them in the morning. The fourth thing is green leafy vegetables, especially spinach. Spinach contains important nutrients such as iron, calcium, and vitamin K, which help strengthen the bones. If you include a spinach-based dish in your breakfast or combine spinach with eggs, it can be highly beneficial. People who regularly eat spinach tend to have stronger bones, and this fact has been supported by various studies. The fifth thing is fish, and you will be pleased to know how helpful it can be. Fatty fish such as tuna and salmon are especially beneficial, although ordinary fish commonly available in many places can also provide excellent health benefits. Fish contains omega-3 fatty acids, which help reduce inflammation in the joints and improve blood circulation. Eating fish 2 or 3 times a week can play a significant role in reducing leg pain. Now I want to tell you about another important ingredient that is found in almost every kitchen. Ginger may seem simple, but it can do amazing things. Ginger naturally contains compounds that help reduce pain and inflammation. Its effects are often compared to pain-relieving medicines, but without the unwanted side effects. You can drink ginger tea in the morning, or mix a little ginger juice with honey. It is considered beneficial not only for your legs but for the overall health of your body as well. And since we are talking about honey, let me share another easy remedy. A mixture of honey and cinnamon is also considered very beneficial. Taking 1 teaspoon of honey with a small amount of cinnamon in the morning can improve blood circulation and help reduce stiffness in the joints. This remedy has been used for centuries and continues to provide benefits even today. There is something else that many people do not know, and perhaps after hearing it you may wish you had known it earlier. During the night, our bodies go for several hours without water. Because of this, the joints become slightly dry, and stiffness tends to be worse in the morning. That is why the very first thing you should do after waking up is drink a glass of water. Keep water beside your bed before sleeping, and as soon as you open your eyes, drink it. This small habit can bring a surprisingly big improvement to your health. So far we have talked about food, but there are also certain habits that can make these healthy foods even more effective. The first habit is getting some morning sunlight. Sitting in gentle morning sunlight for 10 to 15 minutes is one of the best and most natural ways to obtain vitamin D. When your body has adequate vitamin D, your bones remain strong and your muscles function better. Morning sunlight is mild and generally not harmful, so make sure you take advantage of it. The second habit is light walking. I understand that when pain is present, you may not feel like moving at all. But listen carefully. If you walk slowly for just 5 to 10 minutes every day, even inside your home, blood circulation begins to improve, muscles stay active, and the pain gradually starts to decrease. You do not need to run a marathon. Simply staying active for a few minutes each day is enough to begin with. The third habit is using warm water therapy. If your legs become extremely stiff or painful, soaking your feet in warm water or applying a warm towel can provide considerable relief. This helps improve blood circulation and allows the muscles to relax. Placing your feet in slightly warm water with a little salt before going to bed is also a very good habit. The fourth habit is giving your legs a gentle massage. Massaging your legs from the feet toward the knees with light pressure helps improve blood flow. You can use olive oil or mustard oil for this purpose. It helps reduce swelling and makes your legs feel lighter. If someone at home can help you, that is even better. But if not, you can easily do it yourself. Now I want to talk about something that affects not only the body, but also the mind. Living with pain for a long time also places a burden on our emotions. Anxiety, stress, and the feeling that nothing will ever improve can all have a negative impact on the body. When we are under stress, the body produces hormones that may increase inflammation. In other words, emotional stress can also contribute to worsening leg pain. That is why peace of mind is just as important as physical care. Prayer, meditation, reading spiritual books, or anything that brings you comfort should become part of your routine. These activities do not only provide emotional peace, but can also have positive effects on physical health. Now let me tell you about some things that should be limited or avoided for better results. The first is excessive consumption of tea and coffee. Many older adults drink 4 or 5 cups a day. However, consuming too much tea and coffee can reduce calcium and other important nutrients in the body, which may weaken the bones. I am not saying you must give them up completely, but limiting yourself to 1 or 2 cups a day is usually enough. The second thing is excessive salt intake. Eating too much salt can increase swelling in the legs, affect blood circulation, and make pain feel even worse. Therefore, try to reduce the amount of salt in your meals and avoid foods such as pickles and salty snacks whenever possible. The third thing that should be limited is excessive sugar. Consuming too much sugar and sweet foods can increase inflammation in the body, and that inflammation can make leg pain and stiffness even worse. Therefore, try to limit your intake of sweets and rely more on the natural sweetness found in fruits whenever possible. And I want to share something very important with you. Everything I have discussed so far will only be effective if you follow it consistently. If you practice these habits for one day, and then forget about them for several days, you are unlikely to see the results you expect. Consistency is one of the greatest forms of medicine. Gradually make these healthy habits a part of your daily routine, and you will begin to notice how your body starts responding positively. Now let me tell you about the special point that I mentioned at the beginning. The truth is that our bodies continue repairing bones and joints throughout life, regardless of age. The body never gives up, but it does require proper nutrition and the right kind of care. When you provide your body with healthy food, stay physically active, and pay attention to its needs, it will slowly begin to respond in a positive way. Many people ask me how long it takes before they start noticing a difference. Let me explain. Every person's body is different. However, if you follow these suggestions consistently for 4 to 6 weeks, you will likely begin to notice changes. Your legs may start feeling lighter, getting out of bed in the morning may become easier, and the severe stiffness that once troubled you every day may gradually begin to decrease. This is not magic. It is simply the natural healing process of the body when it receives the support it needs. I also want to say that if your leg pain becomes extremely severe, if you suddenly experience swelling, or if walking becomes nearly impossible, then you should consult your doctor without delay. Home remedies and healthy habits can be very beneficial, but in certain situations, proper medical evaluation is equally important. Never ignore yourself. You are precious, both to yourself and to the people who love you. So begin making small changes starting today. Drink water first thing in the morning. Eat soaked almonds. Enjoy turmeric milk. Include eggs in your breakfast. Spend a few minutes in the sunlight, and make walking a part of your daily routine. Before going to bed, relax your feet in warm water, and give your legs a gentle massage. Believe me, these small steps can create a remarkable difference in your overall health. And most importantly, never lose hope. Your body is still capable of improving. It is still capable of becoming stronger than it is today. I sincerely pray that you are blessed with good health, that strength returns to your legs, and that you enjoy a long, healthy, and comfortable life. Thank you for listening so patiently and with so much care. If you found this information helpful, please share it with your family and loved ones, because someone else may also be waiting for this knowledge. I will continue bringing you simple and trustworthy health information so that you can stay healthy, remain happy, and enjoy your life to the fullest. Take good care of yourself, stay healthy, and keep smiling. And if this video has helped you in any way, please take a moment to like it, share it with someone who may benefit from it, and don't forget to subscribe. Your support means a lot and helps spread valuable information to more people who truly need it.